Baron Rutherford of Nelson, better known as Ernest Rutherford, was born on August 30th, 1871. He was seen as the greatest experimentalist since Michael Faraday and won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Why are we talking about Ernest Rutherford? Well, there's one answer, and that's Rutherfordium, and which was named after Ernest Rutherford. Growing up, he got a scholarship at Nelson College. Totaled 452 out of 600 marks, which was the highest of anyone. By the time he graduated, he had received 580 out of the 600 possible marks. He quickly worked with radioactivity and coined the terms alpha ray and beta ray. Gamma ray wasn't as well known at then. Moving on, he developed the atomic numbering system, which is the number of protons in an atom, for example. We'll do Rutherfordium, which has the atomic number 104 because it has 104 protons. And he did that, after discovering the proton. He died on October 19, 1937 at the age of 66. Wait, GFTBA fan. Is there somebody you're forgetting with an August 30 birthday? The answer is yes. Are you talking about Alexander H. Rice, DFTBA fan? No. What about Hewitt Long? No. Lionel Murphy? No. Jack Swigert? No. Alexander Lukashenko? No. Alexander Litvinenko? Yes. He was a defector of Russia and is the first ever, after Madame Curie, to have died from element number 84, polonium. What is polonium, you may ask? Polonium is element number 84. It is sometimes considered post-transition metal, although most classify it as a metalloid. It is a chalcogen, was discovered July 18th, 1898 by Madame and Pierre Curie. It is used in space probes, anti-static devices, sources of neutrons and alpha particles, and in Alexander Litvinenko's death. He died on the 1st of November, 2006. Wait, isn't there another birthday on August 30th? Yeah. Is it Karen Bach? No. Would it be Gary Gordon? No. Is it Julian Smith? No. How about Sean Alexander, an NFL player? No. Well, will you talk about the death of Theodoric the Great before we get to the birthday? No. Didn't that happen on August 30th? Yes, but it's not who we're looking at. What about Abraham Zapruder's death? No, we are not going to do that. Then who are we doing it, DFTBA fan? Who are we doing? Well, born on August 30th, in the year 1837 was Ellen Lewis Herndon. Well, I haven't heard of her. Of course you haven't. I'll explain why. Well, she was married to a president. So was she a first? No, she was not a first lady. Was she a second lady? No, although her husband was vice president. Then how come? Well, let's get into that. Ellen Herndon was known as Nell, and she was born in Virginia on August 30th, 1837, as I mentioned before. Her father, William Lewis Herndon, was an explorer who went on to become a captain. He was the captain of the SS Central America, better known as the Ship of Gold, and he died during its sinking on the 12th of September, 1857, which was 2 years before Nell married a certain lawyer by the name of Chester Alan Arthur. Arthur proposed to Herndon on the porch of the U.S. Hotel in Saratoga Springs, New York. They got married on October 25th, 1859 in New York City. She continued to sing as a member of the Mendelssohn Glee Club and performed at benefits around New York. They had a strong marriage, but it was strained by Chester's political activities and divided loyalties on the Civil War. She was a Southerner, he was a Northerner. When Chester fought in the Civil War, the Southerner Ellen privately was neutral. They ended up having 3 children, one of which had another child, that being Gavin Arthur. He was an astrologer. On January 10th, 1880, Nell Arthur came down with a cold. She got pneumonia and died 2 days later at the age of 42 in New York City. So, the president's sister, Mary McElroy, served as the unofficial first and second lady. After taking office as President of the United States, Arthur, who could see St. John's Episcopal Church from his office, commissioned a stained-glass window dedicated to his wife. He installed it where he could view it at night, as the lights were kept on within the church. He ordered fresh flowers placed daily before her portrait at the White House. Arthur would die just 6 years later of a cerebral hemorrhage in 1886, but that's a story for another video. What else happened on August 30th? Well, I'm trying to think. Louis the Universal Spider died, King of France, but I want a longer video. I can't do that. Why? Because my podcasts are shorter than 10 minutes. But I want it. No. I'm sorry.